Hello, thank you so much for clicking this video today. I really appreciate it. It's going to be an exciting one. I've got some good Cardano news for you guys today. The incoming SEC chair has some past affiliation with IOG, the creators of Cardano Code. On top of that, we also had Charles Hoskinson, moderating a conversation between Donald Trump Jr. and the founders of World Liberty Financial, which is launching a new stablecoin called USD1. So there's a lot of news today. We're going to get right into it. I'm in the void right now because I just moved, a few months ago, and I haven't had time to make my office pretty. So we're going to be in the void for a little bit until we get a nice, pretty background. But let's just jump into the awesome ADA news. So one thing nice about the void is I can sit here in the little corner. But, a lot of people right now on Twitter, they seem to be really kind of tired of cryptocurrency and ADA and Bitcoin, and I honestly think they're a bit overinvested. I mean, look at the good news that we're seeing on a daily basis. I mean, what we talked about years ago in crypto where, essentially all of the stock market companies, the publicly traded companies are going to be putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet, and eventually governments are going to be fighting over Bitcoin. That's happening. GameStop just yesterday announced that they're putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. The race is beginning, in my opinion. I think governments are going to be racing for Bitcoin. And I think that, layer ones that have innovated, that have invented technology that will push this industry forward will also do well on the back of the macro shift towards Bitcoin. And that's why we're not seeing these crazy movements. It's because of macro. It's because the printers aren't turned on, in my opinion. But I've been here for a while. I've been here since 2017. I've seen some of this before. And of course, nothing is certain. But what I believe and what I am betting on is that as soon as the macro changes, these news events that you're seeing, like we're going to get into in this video, are going to start to come to fruition. They're going to start to be reflected on in the price that we see. So here's some news from Dan, and this one's crazy to me. You got to realize we had Gary Gensler, who was saying, ADA is a security. All of these other layer ones are a security. You can't build a business that pays back revenue to token holders because that's a security. And guy's gone now. And what's crazy is the new person that's coming in was on the IOG YouTube channel. This is from the summit that I live streamed 4 years ago. This is the new prospect for the chairman of the SEC, Paul Atkins. It hasn't been 100% confirmed yet, but do your own research, do some digging. There's a Senate banking committee happening right now, and he's on stage. Check out Dan's video where he goes a bit more into it, but it just shows you the shift in regulatory environment that's happening. ADA went from 3 cents to $3 while there was no clarity on if the government would even allow cryptocurrency innovation to foster. And now we have, essentially the president of the United States saying the United States is going to be the crypto capital of the world. This matters, especially when the macro is good. All of this stuff, in my opinion, is going to start adding up and adding up and adding up. And all you have to do is pay attention and not listen to the fear that you see over and over again. I mean, I've never seen such bullish headlines, but so much fear from users. And I think it's because people are overinvested. They expected the run to come earlier, and I get it. I'm heavily invested, in Cardano, in building on Cardano. I've devoted most of my adult life to it, so I get it. But I think that we have to remember that we have to have patience, and we need to take the glass half full. Take the good news is good news because it is rolling out, and I feel the pace of the good news, increasing. I really do. So yeah, look at the shift here. We go from, Cardano is a security, ADA is a security, you're a criminal if you own it, if you're starting a cryptocurrency, you're going to go to jail, to this, to there's a piece in this video. Let me pull it up here. The incoming SEC chair, Paul Atkins, owns up to $6 million in cryptocurrency. I mean, it's insane, the shift that we're seeing, right? So yeah, that's the first piece of news. The next piece of news that we're going to go into is about Charles Hoskinson being on stage in D.C. with, Donald Trump Jr. And the founders of World Liberty Financial. Another little great thread of news from the Cardano Foundation. ADA is now live on Nubank, a Berkshire-backed neobank with over 100 million users across Latin America. It was listed alongside Algorand, Near, and Atom. So this is big news. 100 million users is a huge amount, and in Latin America, crypto is hugely important there with the inflation that comes from the native currencies. So, this is great news. Big shout out to the Cardano Foundation. I'll include this link down below as well. But this is just another, bit of news. It's something that we get every single day. It's just this huge, adoption that's happening. And a lot of these, adoption phases, they take time to come to fruition. But it's great to see. So big congrats to ADA holders and the Cardano Foundation. Okay, so what is USD1? Well, I have this article here, and I'll include this in the link down below. I think this is the best article I've found for it so far. USD1, and this is created by World Liberty Financial. And, Charles being on stage here, this could be on Cardano. Does that mean it's exclusively going to be on Cardano? No. It being on Cardano is speculation, but there's clearly a connection here. And this connection stemmed from Charles flying his Black Hawk to help. There was a hurricane that hit North Carolina, and a lot of people were left without food, left without water because the flooding, took over the local infrastructure. So people that had helicopters, or people that were rich, a lot richer than me, they flew in there to help those people. And Donald Trump Jr. was one of the individuals that flew there to help people. And so was Charles Hoskinson with his Black Hawk. And that's actually how they met. That's how this relationship came to be. And I think relationships that are formed like that in business end up in the long term being the strong relationship. So, an interesting little tidbit there that they mention on stage. And then also, USD1 is going to be 100% backed by short-term U.S. government treasuries, U.S. dollar deposits, and other cash equivalents. So they're going to be minted on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain with plans to expand to protocols in the future. So I think Cardano could be one of these protocols that it's expanded to in the future. We do need a solid stablecoin here. Charles, I think, has hinted at, having a large stablecoin player come in, and it could be this one. He's hinted even bigger than USDT and USDC. So what is bigger than USDT and USDC? It's not USD1 yet, but if it's being pushed, by the president of the United States, his family, this could be, one of the larger stable coins, that we see ultimately. So very interesting news here. Just trying to keep you guys up to date. So just, to get into this, Cardano used to be left out of everything. Like, we were like the redheaded stepchild that nobody cared about, when in reality there was real innovation happening over here, and that innovation has continued. And to me, it looks like the world is starting to see that innovation. We are not being left out anymore as the redheaded stepchild. Here is Charles Hoskinson on stage with Donald Trump Jr. and all of the co-founders of World Liberty Financial. And what was interesting is kind of hearing the story behind this. I want to give a shout out to Crypto Crow. I was watching this live stream yesterday. So if you guys want to find this, scroll to about the 2 hour and 10 minute mark on Crypto Crow's live stream, play it in the background. There isn't a huge amount of information here, but it's symbolism in my eyes, right? Of course, they're not saying a sentence that's immediately going to make the markets pump, but pay attention. Watch the SEC change. Watch how Cardano is not being left out anymore. We're being included. And, World Liberty Financial is launching a new stablecoin called USD1, and it's being launched by Donald Trump Jr. I mean, we're going to get into what USD1 is in a second. You know, I'm not saying, hey, go buy it, but we're not being left out anymore. Crypto is being brought to the front of culture in the world stage, and we are at the front of crypto as a Cardano holder. That's where we're at right now. And it's so exciting. I mean, you guys got to realize that I used to be like one of the only guys talking about Cardano, and now you have presidents talking about it. That is how far Cardano has come. I'm an idiot. And then now we have the president talking about it. We have, the SEC, the future chairman is now going to be on, he was on IOG's YouTube channel. It's just the shift is so obvious, and we have to stop looking at now, and we need to look at the medium-term macro future, because when it shifts, Cardano is positioning itself, I believe, in one of the best positions that there is. Ethereum has already had its run. Solana is tainted by all the meme coin, Caitlyn Jenner coin BS. What's left? It's the academic approach, right? It's Cardano. And it's, I think that there's going to be some other layer ones that do well. I think Bitcoin's going to do well, but Cardano is positioned, in my opinion, perfect. So yeah, go check out this. If you watch it, it's not full of huge information, but sometimes you have to read a little bit in between the lines, to be a value investor, in my opinion, right? So, as always, no financial advice. Shout out to Crypto Crow, but this was really exciting for me to see personally. Just to give you guys a bit of an Atrium update, we've been working hard. We've been working on Atrium for over 2 years, and we're set to launch on mainnet this year. We have a product live on testnet right now. We have 7,000 members in the Discord, and I think that we're going to be one of the largest projects on Cardano in a 1-year timeline when we launch on mainnet. And it's because Atrium makes Cardano easy. We've built 26 educational videos to teach you what is Cardano, how do I stake for the millions of new users that are going to be coming in. We have multiple smart contracts in here that allows you to delegate to over 100 pools at the same time. We have smart contracts that allow you to mint a profile NFT and level it up by using Cardano, engaging with the community. And we just added in a new smart contract that allows you to stake your tokens to a profile. So, one way to grow with the ATMA DAO is by having a profile and having people stake their ATMA tokens to you. There is a new article that we just released on Twitter. I'll put that down in the description, but just to keep it short for you guys so this video doesn't run on too long, we are launching a new DAO to Cardano, and you can own a piece of that DAO for participating in the incentivized testnet right now. So you come in, you click mint a profile in here. You have to have a testnet wallet set up. You mint this profile and you start leveling it up. The way you level it up is from using the app, engaging in the Discord, engaging on Twitter. The higher level you get, the more rewards that you get once mainnet comes around, and you also can bring those customization options over from testnet to mainnet, given that you mint an NFT on mainnet. So, we've got a bunch of people working on this. It's our baby, and we're about ready to send it off into the wild. And, we think that the Cardano community is going to love it. And you guys can see, the real alpha is getting on here, trying it out, and learning about it, because there has never been a product launch on Cardano that has this many smart contracts, that is unique features, and I think you guys are going to love it. So, we're gathering feedback. Now's the time to give that feedback, and you're running out of time to level up in the testnet, because once mainnet's around, the airdrop period goes away. So check it out. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know. If you made it to the end, comment Atrium down below. If you guys are looking for a stake pool, as always, stake to bloom. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Comment Atrium if you made it to the end. Leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, just let me know. I'm so busy, building Atrium and keeping up with everything that it's hard for me to make videos. But if it's something that is really useful for you guys, let me know and I'll make more of them. So see ya. Happy Thursday.